I saw a video a couple of days ago where one woman was saying that using these pots can cause Alzheimer's disease. Now, in this video, we are going to find out if it is true that these pots can cause Alzheimer's disease. And then we are going to talk about what at all is in this pot that we think can cause Alzheimer's disease. My name is Mr. Madugu. I'm a registered nurse, and every single day, this is what I do. I teach you something that will keep you away from the hospital. So if you find this channel helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel because every single day I'm going to keep teaching you something that will keep you away from the hospital. Now let's get into the video. Now you see these pots are mainly made of aluminiums. And what are aluminiums? Aluminiums are just simple metals. Okay, and aluminium forms a whole huge part of our world. If you go through the world, one of the most common metal that you find is aluminium. We have aluminium in the water that we drink. We have aluminium in some medicines that we take. We have aluminium in some foods that we eat. So why is it that people are saying that when you use aluminium cooking pots, these pots can expose you to getting Alzheimer's disease? Now, let's talk about the interesting thing that nobody is going to tell you because I am the only one that is going to make you understand. Now listen, when you cook foods inside this kind of pots, yes, it is true that aluminium can migrate from these pots into the foods. And that depends on certain factors, which we are going to talk about in a minute. Now, when the aluminium from this pot migrates into your food, is it dangerous? It depends on the quantity that migrates from the pot into the food. Earlier on, I told you that aluminium is found inside our water and it's also found in some foods that we eat. Now, if that is the case, why is it that the water that we drink and then the foods that we eat and the medicines that we take don't cause aluminium toxicity? The reason is because the aluminium level that is supposed to be inside your body to cause aluminium toxicity, those things don't contain up to that level. And if you take these things and then this aluminium gets into your body, there is one key factor inside your body that controls the level of aluminium that resides inside your body. That is your kidney. Your kidney is one of the most important organs that you have. So just imagine it as a security guard on the other part of your body. What it does is that it controls the people that enter and the people that go out. It's just like when you go to a nightclub, you realize that when you get to the gate, you meet a bouncer. The bouncer decides if you are 18 years, you enter. If you are less than 18 years, you go back. That is the same thing that happens over here. So your kidney is the person that regulates. It decides that, okay, there is the quantity of aluminum inside the blood. It's okay for me. It keeps it. And then it also decides that the aluminum that is coming inside the blood is too much. So it starts removing some of them. Assuming you are supposed to have 5 aluminiums inside your body. And then when you eat some food that contains 10 aluminiums, your kidney is going to make sure that it removes 5 and then it's going to be left with 5. That is the same thing that happens with your aluminium cooking pots. When you cook your food with aluminium cooking pot, some of the aluminium can migrate into your food based on some factors. And we are going to talk about those factors very soon. That is the most important part that you need to watch, so stick around. So when the aluminium migrates into the food that you've cooked and then you eat, your kidney is going to decide that it is too much or it is too less. Now, earlier when I told you that there are some factors in there that decides whether the quantity of aluminum that is going to migrate from this thing into your foods will be heavy or not. Those factors depends on the type of food that you're cooking. If you're cooking a food that is acidic or you're cooking a food that is very salty, it can increase the quantity of aluminum that is going to migrate from this pot into the food. And also, how long are you preparing the food and how long are you keeping the food inside this pot? Do you get it? Number 1 is salty and then acidic foods. Number 2 is how long you prepare the food in this pot. And number 3 is how long you kept the food inside this pot. You get it? That is going to determine how the aluminum is going to migrate from this pot into the food. So what should you now do? Now, if you are preparing a food that is going to be acidic, that includes citrus foods, foods that contain lemon, foods that contain oranges, yes, food that contains tomatoes, acidic foods, or you are cooking foods that contain a lot of salt, Kobe and the other friends. If you are cooking those kind of foods, make sure the duration that you're going to cook it inside this pot is not all that long. And then also, if you are done cooking it, don't keep them inside this pot. So if you make a tomato stew and then you are done making tomato stew or tomato soup in this pot, don't leave it in this pot. As soon as the food is cool enough, you can transfer it into your glass containers and then keep them inside your fridge. That is the safer way to prevent aluminum from migrating from here into your food. Do you get it? Number 2 that you're going to do is that make sure that you don't scrape inside this container. Those of you that use gakpokuta, that is sapon, the metal sponge, don't use them in scraping this thing. When you scrape it, you are going to expose the aluminum or you are going to flake the aluminum inside the pot and then it's going to increase the chances that aluminum is going to migrate from this pot into your food. Now, another thing that you need to check is go into your kitchen right now, take your pot and check if your pots have started wearing away. If you realize those black spots inside your pot, make sure you do away with it. It means that the pots have now started flaking, and now it can increase your chances of aluminum that is going to enter into your food. Do you get me? Those are the simple things that you do. If you are somebody that you have a chronic kidney disease, or you are taking care of somebody who is having a chronic kidney disease, then you need to start avoiding this aluminum pot, especially when you are cooking salty foods or acidic foods. The reason is because those people's kidney are not functioning. And because their kidney is not functioning, their kidney cannot control the quantity of aluminum that is going to reside inside their body. And so when you expose them to a lot of aluminum, it can lead to what we call aluminum toxicity. So if you are looking after somebody who is having a chronic kidney disease, use iron pots or stainless steel pot. Or better still, you can use the aluminum pots that are coated with the iron or they are coated with stainless steel. That is a better option that you can use. I hope I've made you understand that these pots don't cause dementia, and at the same time, these pots don't cause aluminum toxicity. It is based on how you use it and then the condition of the pot. If your pot is flaking, do away with it. But if your pot is fresh as fresh and you keep it clean as clean, keep using your pot. You don't have anything to worry about. But if you're taking care of somebody who has a chronic kidney disease or you yourself has a chronic kidney disease, aluminum pot is not good for you. Another thing that I want you to remember is that after you are done cooking, make sure you transfer the food from this pot into the right place that it's supposed to be. My name is Mr. Maduga. I'm a registered nurse, and every single day, this is what I do. I teach you something that will keep you away from the hospital. I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy and stay safe. Peace.